hell is that?
This is the hell you have created for yourself.
I'm just standing up for my rights as a consumer.
Well, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming to yet another Rogues Gallery. This is number 13, and we're just trucking right along. I'm going to say hello to some of you awesome people. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. We got Soul Ion in the chat. What's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. I know you have trouble making these times sometimes, so thank you. Thank you for being here. Also, Marinus is here. Yeah, you got the link, brother. You can jump in anytime if you want to. If you don't want to, I understand. But just know that if you don't, certain things are going to happen. You know what I mean? Hey, we also got Power Rider in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you. I know you're working on some super secret stuff that we'll find out about sooner or later. Hopefully Simon gets to present that rather than myself. Oh, scrolling down. Don't want to miss anybody. We got Chris Fisk in the house, but Chris is also here with us, so we're going to be talking to him very shortly. Wookiee Supremacy, what's up, my man? Says, don't be a bigot, get with the gays agenda. Absolutely. Thank you, my brother. Always good to see you, man. And I think that's all for now. Let's say hello to NyRiam and Chris. They're going to be joining me today with co-hosting duties. How you doing, guys?
Hey. Perfect. I actually made it on time to, make my hairstyle, but it's getting hidden, all the time. So I'm sorry. Little Ma is just being turned off.
Oh, Marinus says no, he's definitely not going to come. Well, there's repercussions. I got more. I got more. Johnny Cage, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, the Power Rider was a little concerned. He's like, where's Johnny? We got Johnny. Good to see you, man. What about?
Did you read Power Rider's other comment where he made an absolutely dead serious observation?
Well, there's been quite a few comments.
Yeah,
I definitely missed it.
Like, fart bubbles travel really slow in baby oil.
Oh, is that a fact?
Apparently. He just doesn't want to tell me how he found out.
That's good to know. There's Vinny. What's up, Vinny?
Hi, Mimi.
Good to see you, man. But yeah, we got a couple of awesome projects to look at today. We're going to start off with Foundation Comics. What's up, my man?
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
How you
Yeah, that
doing?
was the first thing I saw when I logged in was that Pell Rider's comment on
Fart
baby
bubbles.
oil and farts.
Pell Rider always keeps the chat nice and lively. That's why we love to have him here. Unlike Chris, not Chris Fisk, Sugar Chris. He doesn't appreciate Pale Rider's genius.
It's a shame. Yeah, they're always misunderstood, ahead of their time.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's far beyond his time. But you, sir, have an awesome project called Ascension that we're going to take a look at. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the format, but we're just going to ask you a series of questions. And you got as much time as you need. So we're going to start with number 1. This is just a basic elevator pitch. If you had to pitch this to an executive on an elevator, how would you give it to him?
Well, it is about Ascension is about a woman who is desperate to get her husband back. He's a fallen police officer in a coma for the last 2 years, and a tech company comes to her with a offer, basically answering her prayers. They have the ability to transfer his consciousness into a artificial body, and the only problem is the whole process is illegal, and the company is using her as a pawn to kind of get around that. So there's a lot of behind the scenes action that she's not really aware of, but it comes through as the story progresses.
I gotcha. Well, that sounds interesting, man. I assume this is a pretty drama-driven story.
Yes, this is focusing on story. It's kind of a slow burn, but it picks up pretty quickly. It gets pretty wild.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a slow burn as long as it keeps burning.
Yeah, it's gonna start raging pretty soon.
I really love about this picture that she actually does look like a like a broken wife, like
Bereaved. Yeah.
Yeah. And you see hands behind her, kind of guiding her, pushing her. She's not really looking where she's going, just being directed.
Yep, you'll have these things, especially with there's the big old tech companies, the tech giants. We know what's going on these days.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's tech overreach and invasion of privacy into every aspect of our lives. And in this story, they literally have your life. If you're in these artificial bodies, they're basically robots that are designed to look just like your original body. But once you're in there, it's like a cell phone or proprietary software. You don't own it; you just lease it. And,
yeah, I could see where that could create some complications.
Once you're in there, you can't get out because your old body's been cremated or destroyed or whatever. You can't go back. So, what do you do at that point?
Oh man, it's like that South Park episode where they signed on with Apple and just agreed to all the
the human Sentai pad.
Yes, the human Sentai pad thing.
Yes.
But a little less gross, probably. I'm assuming.
Sorry, Kyle.
Well, no, there will be some body horror, so that's coming down the road, but nothing too David Lynchy.
Dude, Pale Rider, what is this?
That's Pale Rider being Pale Rider.
Yeah, we still appreciate your genius.
Yeah.
All right, well let's learn a little bit about. Now, in this, we just want to know, like, what brought you to this? What brought you into the world of writing or art? I'm not sure what all do you do on this comic? Are you a writer or the artist,
the writer.
or both?
The artist is a man called Michael Yakutis. Very talented. He did the illustration, coloring, even the lettering.
Oh wow!
I'm just the guy with the idea.
Well, what's your history? I mean, doesn't even have to be professional history. Just what made you feel the passion to write your own stories?
Well, I grew up on Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, all the great shows of the 80s and onward. And what really started it off was all of these reboots. Some would say ruining these classic franchises. And I just, it gets to you. You see these things that you grew up with and you love being destroyed and exploited, and just the story's not there. That's what I'm lacking. That's what I'm hungry for. The art department, these things are slick and well produced. They look amazing, but the story's nonsensical, or it's just agenda driven, or both. And there's very little variety, it seems to me, these days.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think that is the crux of that's what gave us all kind of a big kick in the butt to kind of get moving and really put out some quality content.
Right, just write what you want to see.
We were even talking about this last time, right? We were even talking about this on some previous stream.
Yeah, this comes up a lot because it really is a big motivation that brought a lot of people to this state where they felt the need to finally create their own content. Like, I know a lot of us have been dreaming about this stuff for years, but a lot of times it felt almost impossible, because we were relying on big publishing houses, things of that nature. But then crowdfunding came along, and it's the impossible looked a little less impossible, and we got that final push from all of our franchises being flushed down the toilet, and it was kind of like the perfect storm for creator motivation, I think.
Absolutely.
You got a Dega Outlaw in the house, another awesome creator. He's a writer. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. But let's get into the universe of Ascension. So what kind of world or even universe are we dealing with here?
Well, this would be, I guess, 20 minutes in the future. These people are... The main characters would be alive today. So this is not too far ahead. And the universe, basically, you've got the GAFTA, which is the main company. It is a worldwide tech company. It's the biggest company on Earth. It's basically the evolution of Apple, Google, Facebook. All of these companies kind of merged together.
Right.
Essentially one. And Tam, she's the main character. She's the woman. She is living in this little bubble. She's like a little normie that is not really aware of what's going on around her. There's some people are. You get hints that other people are discontent. But it is a dystopian future where she's just kind of walking through asleep, sleepwalking. Mm-hmm. And the events of the story will wake her up out of that.
Oh, that's very cool. So it's basically near future. This is right around the corner. Tech's ramping up a bit. Companies are merging, and kind of where we're heading.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to have it somewhat realistic.
Right.
But yeah, at the same time, if you scroll down, you'll see some spaceships and whatnot that kind of seem out of place.
Yeah, I was checking this earlier, and I came to that. Let's take a look. So there's a familiar scene.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Pale Rider's going to get a stiffy. There we go. So what leads us to space?
Well, you've got basically these books, when they come out, they're going to be double features. We're going to have two different timelines going, and this is the end point. We're heading for this. My original idea was this whole started because of Star Trek Discovery. You familiar with that show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I watched the first episode, and that was more than enough for me.
Right, exactly. I haven't watched them all either, but I like Star Trek. It wasn't my favorite show growing up, but I always liked the idea, and I always had my ideas of how to do it differently. And a lot of these sci-fi shows, they'll start in the action like Star Wars, and then they'll go back and do prequels later. And with Star Trek, you had the lore of the eugenics war and World War III and events that happened to bring them together as a society and found this utopian ideal of Starfleet and all that stuff. And I thought the more interesting story is how we got there to begin with.
Right.
So this kind of tells the story from present day all the way into the future, and to where we established this galactic empire. But
Oh, that's cool. Now I'm digging that.
But it's
Now,
not.
now you're talking my language.
Right. That's where I wanted to get to. But I'm like, well, let's set up the foundation and show how we get there, because you don't just override thousands of years of human nature overnight, or even in just a couple of hundred years. Something major has to happen, and you need to show your work. Don't just say that, oh, we don't have money anymore, and we all get together and we're all peaceful and happy and looking for a better tomorrow.
Right.
So
Listen, they don't get him all worked up, because then he will want me to draw it, you know?
Yeah.
So let's real quick one say hi to Dark Gift Comics. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? You got Sean Davis in the house. There's a face I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Hey.
Dark Side is back for number 8. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
You
Shit,
ready,
had to
Thank
do
you.
it. I wanted to do the refresh. Come on.
Well, hold on. We can refresh after.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, I kind of cut you off there. Actually, I think it was Kristen's fault. We're gonna blame Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
So basically, this just sets up the framework, and that second story kind of deals with fighting for the heart and soul of this new alliance, and because we could become the evil empire, or we become a force for freedom and good in the
Federation of Planets.
universe. Right, and you had the mirror universe where it went the other way. So
Right.
So
Yeah. That's a very interesting story concept. I like that. Speaking of things that I like, we got Tommy here. What's up, Tommy?
What's going on?
Tommy!
Not too much. Just what we do.
Hi, Billy Mays here with another fantastic product.
That's what we're up to. Right now, we're talking about Ascension.
I would have jumped in a little bit sooner, but you know when you start working on a project and you just get into it and you get into the zone and you just forget where you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, never happened to me.
I got into that. Our buddy Drew was actually looking for a new logo, so I was working on the design for him, and I got into the Photoshop editor, and then I got carried away, and the next thing I was like, "Oh crap! It's almost 6:30."
Yeah, it happens to the best of us and the worst of us. But why don't we skip and talk about your heroes? What kind of heroes do we have in Ascension?
well, the woman.
Or protagonists, if you will, because some people say I don't have heroes, I have protagonists and antagonists.
Yeah, well, the woman basically she's just a housewife. She's kind of living off of insurance. She's not doing a whole lot. She's just
Fixed income.
yeah, she's grieving for her husband. She can't let it go. She's kind of stuck. And it's only been 2 years. He's still in the hospital. She visits him all the time. So she's not moved on.
Right.
She hasn't come to grips, and that's what makes her such an easy target for this company. And the main bad guy, his name is Galen. He's the head of the company, obsessed with immortality. That's what this whole ascension process is mind upload. And he's wanting to make sure it's going to work before he trusts himself to it.
Okay, Power Rider's got the gist.
Well, I got a question here. When you're saying she's a housewife, are we talking like a normal housewife, or are we talking about like Brie Larson, agitated at the world type of housewife?
No. She's not like that. That was my whole point, was to just kind of show a traditional family role, you know?
What is
The
that?
nuclear family.
Exactly. What is that? At least, she's not berating him all the time and telling him, that he's just dumb.
And she has normal size stompers, not like Brie Larson stompers, right?
Oh no.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
Is it really number 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got 3. We got 3 Soul Ion. Calm down over there.
These my supporters just can't count. I know
Yep. Yep. Well, it's 4. We're getting up there.
Right. So,
So outside of our housewife, does her reanimated husband become kind of one of the protagonists, or
yes, he's introduced. He's introduced right away. Well, in the book, and it's going to be the original idea for this was influenced by Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1978 version,
Mhm.
and to where, but it's not going to be that exactly.
right?
It's more of a RoboCop kind of situation where you might have these hidden agendas programmed in, like this his directives that he didn't really know about at the time that protect the company,
Right.
and influence his mind. So yeah, he seems to be normal. He acts normal. There's a lot of uneasiness because he's in a robot body now. It's like interfacing. It's almost in a sense like a long distance relationship.
Gotcha. Has he got a lot to learn there, adjusting to the new body?
He doesn't necessarily, but she does. There's a
Okay.
lot of little quirky things, like you wouldn't even smell the same. You have pheromones coming off you and all that kind of stuff, and he
Right.
just
Might
smells
smell like plastic.
he doesn't have to breathe. So when he's not paying attention, that animation just shuts off, and he's just like still as a statue, and that would be kind of unnerving to.
Yeah, I would think so.
So it's little things like that, but they start to snowball, and she finds out that he's keeping secrets from her, and he's acting like himself until he's not, and then he's doing some things that she's like, he would never do this kind of stuff. And it comes down to, is it conscious? Is he really aware of what he's doing? Is
Is it
Is
the
he gonna
apps
have
that he's
to-
using?
right? Who's in control? And can the human spirit, overcome blah blah blah, this kind of technology and programming and that kind of thing? So that's
Right.
what
That's an interesting dynamic.
yeah, it's kind of a kitchen sink. I threw a bunch of stuff in here.
Power Rider wants to know, does his robo penis work? And if so, is it upgraded with a rabbit effect?
We're going with the data theory, where it's fully functional, but we're not going to go into too much detail.
So Lion says he's basically the next Zuckerberg model.
Exactly.
Looks human, almost. Uncanny valley, not
Certainly doesn't smell human. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to these just for Power Rider. All right. Well, we've talked a little bit about the heroes. Let's find out about some villains. Who are our bad guys?
Bad guy is named Galen, and you can think of him as a Zuckerberg in his 90s. He's about to die. He knows it, and he's wanting to find a way to live forever. But at the same time, you've got the corporation itself is an entity that is the main bad guy, because it's everywhere. You've got surveillance cameras everywhere. You've got these little contact lenses that let you experience augmented reality. And they can see what you're seeing. So you have no privacy in this world.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And most people don't even realize it,
Yeah. Yeah. Again, sounds eerily familiar.
And a person like Galen, it seems a lot of these people at the very top, if you're a billionaire, there's something about your personality that's not like other people. Some would say a sociopath, but you're just not quite got the same level of empathy and understanding that most people have, and in a way that is like artificial intelligence. I've known some people with personality disorders like narcissism and whatnot, and they seem to cobble together their outward appearance based on things that they've seen other people do. They've observed it. It's like they don't really understand it, but they've put it together to present a facade to the world.
Right.
And so you've kind of got that whole idea of artificial intelligence being played on a human level with this character. Where he'll do
Gotcha.
things
So yeah,
that-
we're just ramping it up.
Right, yeah. So you've got that kind of a duality. You've got an actual artificial person, and you've got a real person that acts like a robot a lot of times.
I got
So
you.
he's the main
So
character.
Galen is our overarching villain here,
Yes.
and then some other possibles that might come along, or as the story progresses.
Definitely, yeah. There'll be more characters introduced. This is a long-running series. Obviously, if we're going to get to Star Trek, we're going to be here for a while.
Oh yeah, well that's always good to know too. That you got, a long story planned, a universe well thought out, and you got places to go with it.
Right. Yeah. It's especially these days where you get seems like in comics, you get a little mini series, and you don't even know if they're going to complete. After you get invested in them, they might just shut down, or
Right.
who knows?
Yeah, happens all the time. Alrighty. Well, before we get to question number 6, go ahead, NyRiam.
Yes, before we get there, I don't know what you wanted to do, but I wanted to do 2 things. First one, refresh the page, and second one, play the trailer. What do you think?
Okay.
I think it's, the trailer is definitely worth playing. Okay.
Alrighty. Page refreshed. Thank you very much. And I'm going to have to take it down and bring it back up to do the trailer with audio. Oh no. Sorry if we have any epileptics in the crowd. That happens from time to time. I still don't know why. It's very strange. Alrighty.
Ascension doesn't simply make a copy of someone's mind. No. We will literally place your husband's consciousness into a new vessel. Imagine it, Ken. For the first time in years, you'll be aware of your presence, able to interact again. You'll have your lives back. He'll have a synthetic body, of course, better than the original by far, but he'll still look the same, feel the same. This device will oversee the transfer and help his mind acclimate to the new body. It optimizes, alleviates disorientation, gently eases him into his new surroundings, so to speak.
You speak as though you're simply transferring a goldfish to a new bowl. Tam, it's still illegal. You can't just...
Any legal action falls against us, Amelia. Your daughter won't even catch a whiff of a lawyer.
Baby, there are people out there, very dangerous people, who'd want to hurt you for going through with this. You'll be a target.
That won't be an issue. We'll protect you.
And there's no way to prove it's really him. It may have your husband's memories, sure, and it might even believe it loves you, but...
I assure you, he will be the man you fell in love with. Trust me, nothing will go wrong.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an excellent trailer.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
thank
made
you.
made me want to see the TV series.
Right?
Is this,
That's why I wanted to bring it up. I mean, like this is one of those trailers that you definitely don't even need to watch. You just listen to it. Wow.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, man, that was well done.
Appreciate that.
Fringe or an X-Files feel to it. I like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. I mean, I'm not really into social media. I've got to improve on that. So the only thing that is really under my control is the quality of the work. That's what I'm focusing on.
Absolutely. We got Tommy back, and we also got Vinny in the house. What's up, Vinny?
One guinea grabbed another guinea. Hello, everyone.
Is your internet better than mine and you pulled me back in? Is that what happened?
Sure. It's the power of the collective.
Well, before we move on to question number 6, is there anything else you would like to say about Ascension that we might have missed during this conversation?
I don't know. It depends on what the next couple of questions are.
Well, we got one more question, and it's just something rather goofy.
No, go
I
ahead.
just want to add, you've got 64 pages in this book, full color. What do we got for perks?
For perks, I just kept it simple. We've got a poster coming with it. Usually a lot of stretch goals are, we're going to put it in color and maybe add stickers or whatever. But I just went ahead and got the standard stretch goals, I suppose you'd call them. Just went ahead and just did them all up front.
Wow. Very cool. And is this percentage-wise, where would you place like the completion of the book?
Tam's story, there'd be 4 of these, and that wraps up Tam's story. And from there, we start going in a very different direction. So 200-something pages, and yeah.
Well, I mean, for this book in particular, like you clearly have a whole series mapped out, which is awesome. But I know a lot of indie comic book or graphic novel creators. A lot of times, they fall into 2 categories. You either have the people that the book's either like already done or close to being done, and then they launch the campaign, or it's I have an idea and here's some imagery.
This book is done. He's already my artist is already halfway through the 2nd book.
Oh, nice!
Wow,
and it's gonna be more pages. The backup story with the spaceships, that's gonna be nearly double in size from what this first one is, and it's pure action. I'm expecting that because you've got the problem of the slow burn, and we are putting pictures online, and it's not a lot of intense action that it doesn't really attract the eye. So that's the purpose of this secondary story. This is going to be pure action adventure and fun. That's the whole point of this. It's just fun.
Well, there is a fine line between like putting in too much action early on and not getting to know you with the characters. There is definitely a fine line in between there. And there's a lot of these other comic books I see where, like the mainstream ones, especially, where they skip right over that. Like, who really cares about these characters? And then they're just sitting there fighting, and it's like, so what? They're fighting. Who the hell are they? Do I care?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. In Ascension, it's a slow burn. It's kind of like a Trojan horse. How many people like Star Trek and Star Wars, that kind of thing, but their girlfriends don't. So I'm trying to sucker those girlfriends in and bring them along for the ride and get them up to speed. Let them know where.
High five, man.
Yeah.
That's a good method you got there.
yeah. We'll see how it works.
Cool, man. All right. Well, NyRiam, are you ready for the wild card question?
No, always am.
All right, let's do it.
So I think this question is kind of fitting, actually, because we're talking about, artificial bodies and stuff. So my question is, if you stored charisma in your body, where would you store it?
Well, brain is too obvious. That's a very non-charismatic answer. It would have to be in my pecs.
That's
Obviously,
a good answer.
You've seen those guys that do the whole, pec jiggle back and forth. How can you resist that?
Good answer. Good answer.
Easily.
Somehow I knew Pale Rider would come in with this answer immediately.
I was expecting.
Yes. We had to leave that for Pale Rider.
Hell Rider's like, I'm pointing at you, but not with my hands.
Yeah.
My charisma.
I think Pex is an excellent answer.
You know, next time I ask a question like this, I think we should have a timer for Pale Rider, because I think this answer came in like about 3 seconds.
And you got to remember, they're on a delay too. So he was like, "Bam!"
Wow.
I think no matter what she asked, the answer is gonna be my penis.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Just hitting the send button.
We can try it with the following questions. Maybe that's gonna be even funnier.
Ryan Cardinal says the charismatic butthole, like Ace Ventura.
Oh jeez.
She would
Behave, Johnny.
So Lion says, I think hips can hold a lot of charisma. That's very true also.
like Shakira.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, Foundation Comics, everyone. We're looking at Ascension, Book 1. Check it out. The link's in the description below. Please get this man higher, because, I mean, come on. This is a great-looking book. It's got 7 backers. I want to see a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. We're going to head home to our next guest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kick you out.
That is fine.
No, that was a joke.
Great book, man.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for
the
having me.
book looks beautiful. Absolutely. Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Right.
Alrighty. So we're going to move on and say hello. Oh, wow, you're really small down there. Hold on, let me get rid of this.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good. Good. How are you?
Hey, man.
Very good. And you are the creator. Are you the writer?
I'm the writer.
Okay. We got Aslan. Am I saying that right?
Yep, Aslan.
Aslan, The Awakening. Another beautiful looking book. So we're going to go down the list, and we're going to start with the pitch. Solon gets a little miffed sometimes. He thinks I should go out of order. But yeah, if you had to give an elevator pitch for this story, what would it be?
So there's a world known as Margot, and in Margot there's a character known as the Ujda, and the Ujda has a crown of power. And with the crown of power, he rules the land, right? And in that land, there's both humans and magical creatures. But now the time of the Ujda is coming to an end, and he's looking for somebody else to take up the crown. But he doesn't want to just give it to anybody. So he splits the crown into 4 pieces and hides each piece into the 4 parts of the land. And somebody has pretty much come. They have to prove themselves worthy by passing the challenges at each of the realms and earn the crown. But the humans are trying to get the crown because they're afraid of the magical creatures, and the magical creatures are trying to get the crown because they think if the humans get it, they're gonna destroy their way of life, and that the humans are the real monsters. So it's like a race to see who's gonna pass first.
Oh, very cool. That's a good pitch. You got me intrigued. So we're gonna move on to the creator. This is the segment where we want to learn about you. What's your passion? What's your drive? What motivates you to tell stories? What brought you to
Spill
this
the
point?
beans.
What was that?
Spill the beans.
So which one do you want me to answer first? Like what made me want to do this?
Yeah. Just what brought you to this point where you felt the need to get your stories out there?
So I actually wrote a novel before, and I just learned the hard way that I don't like writing novels. And I rather do comic books, because I like now whenever my artist, he sends me like a page, like I'm just like it's like I'm a kid at like a candy store. It's like, wow, like this is my idea now, and it's drawn out, right? And that I just like after the first time I seen it, I just fell in love, and I kept like trying to make comic books.
You're hooked. Yeah, I understand. I actually went down pretty much the exact same path. I'm still writing novels though, but it's really cool to see your universe actually put to paper and visualized. It is a very cool feeling.
I'm kind of curious. When I'm looking at this, I don't know why, but I'm getting some of that Magic the Gathering vibe. Is there anything in there as far as that? Like, do you have any influences from that?
No, not really. So most of my influences, I would say, would be like Star Wars. I took a lot from Star Wars. Yeah, and then Dragon Ball, Naruto, like these things really influenced me.
You know, I'm looking at those questions that I prepared, and I'm like dead on today.
Well, we'll find out about that in a bit. But yeah, influences are important.
Yeah,
I really think they are, and that does help people kind of know where you're coming from, like what you were influenced by, as far as your stories go.
Yeah. And then the artist his name is Jacob Noble.
That name is very familiar to me.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. I just know his name. Like, I don't know.
Did he do the lettering as well?
Yeah, he's doing everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
but
cool.
the lettering on this, I did. Like on the cover, I did the lettering. But I just don't think I want to do that to every single page.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Getting crazy. You might as well do
He's
everything.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's doing some crazy shit. Oh my god, I already know. I follow him on ArtStation. Every time he just lets some kind of art, I'm like blah blah, drooling completely all over my screen. It's just like he's amazing. He's amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, you just sold one.
Just fangirling here.
Nailed it.
Can we get a towel down here? It's getting wet.
Or a mop.
Wait, I'm just gonna send you a link so we can.
Well, you could just share the screen.
Yeah, I'm really bad about this. Last time I shared an elephant, it ended up really bad.
All right, well, while you're doing that, why don't we discuss the universe itself? So what kind of setting are we looking at in Aslan?
So it's like there's the humans, they live in like this futuristic type like landscape, but there's like a forest that the humans are not allowed to go into because the magical creatures are way more powerful than the humans, and no matter how far advanced their technology is, they won't be able to like just go in the forest and just take over. Right, so in the forest, it's more like a magical, like type place, like elves. Like if you guys see Lord of the Rings, like you see where they live, like it would be something like that for them. But then where the humans live, it would be like a futuristic place.
Gotcha. So the humans are more like city folk.
Yeah, like they're like city. They focus a lot on technology and the war, whereas the magical creatures are more like they focus on the land and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Now, what do you got here, Katie?
This beauty.
That's actually what got me. The last one, there.
Seriously, guys, wow, it's just like.
Actually, I think Katie, didn't you show me this exact piece a while back?
Yes.
This is the artist of this book.
Yeah.
Just.
Hey, it does killer work.
Yeah, man, you got some talent here.
Amazing,
Good
amazing job with the effects, with the lights. Okay, I'm drawing buns tomorrow. Fine.
Buns? Did you say you're drawing buns?
No, buns. Come on. Leave me alone.
Werewolf buns.
Well, Pale Rider wants to know: are the elves naked and sexy?
Man, you got to read the book to find out.
Oh, about that, Pale Rider. So we're dealing with basically magic versus technology.
Are you saying as for the theme?
Yeah.
Well, it would be more like self-love and finding out if. So the team would be self-love. Like I don't want to give out too much information about it, but yeah, self-love.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, let's talk about our heroes. Now we have two factions in this. I'm assuming there's probably heroes on both sides.
Yes. So the way I kind of wanted to go about it is there's no like this is the good side or the bad side. It's like everybody has a reason for doing what they're doing, and you like who you like.
Right, gotcha. Kind of like the Horde and the Alliance in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's really funny you made that analogy, Red, because I was thinking the same damn thing.
Well, that's a more realistic approach, I think, because there's very rarely any one side that's all bad. You know, it's usually, you got your good and bad within the ranks of any organization.
Yeah.
But like the specific characters we're dealing with, are there any like heroes that kind of stand out in the story?
Yeah. So Aslan, he would be like the main person we're following in the story. And if you go lower, like I think so this character would be Aslan, right? And he's a half breed, so he's a human and part magical creature. So he has to his issue is that nobody accepts him. Like the humans think that he's a beast, and the beasts think that he's a half blood that they don't want and stuff. So so throughout the story, he's trying to find a place where he belongs, and he's trying to get the crown so people would accept him. So to prove himself.
Okay, I got you. That's a good motivation. So then, any other particular characters that you want to talk about?
I mean, if you keep showing that, I have all the major characters on this issue. Like, so this is Zion. Zion is he's a warrior. He's the prince of the human nation, and all he wants is to bring to get the crown so he can keep the humans safe, because he doesn't believe that the humans should have to live in fear of the magical creatures coming out the woods whenever they feel like the humans shouldn't exist anymore.
Gotcha. And then this fine fellow.
And this one is that's the Ujda. That's the character that had the crown. The crown on his head is what everyone is gonna be after. So that's the character that pretty much was the previous ruler of the land.
Doesn't look like the kindest of characters.
No.
We'll have to read the book and find out, huh?
Well, see, here's the logic. Like, if he's wearing the crown, and apparently the crown has been sitting there for a while, you probably don't want to be the dude like, I'm friends with everybody.
Yeah, he gives zero.
So a little hint. So he has some of the characters have like a soul within them, and he has the soul of order and chaos. So he does what he feels is best for the land. So if it means wiping out entire nations, that's what he has to do. Like, so just a little hint for him.
Gotcha. So he's got kind of almost a dual personalities in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the supreme tree hugger.
I would say she's the supreme tree hugger. Like her, this is Gaia. I'm not sure if you guys know who the goddess Gaia is, but she's pretty much Mother Nature, and she does everything for the land. And for her, she thinks she gave the humans a whole lot of chances to prove themselves, but the humans proved her wrong, like time and time again. So she thinks now is their time to go.
Oh.
Tommy, you still need to give him time. He's new to the scene. He still doesn't know who Walton is.
Oh no!
You're making Walton jokes already.
Of course.
When is he not?
That was harsh.
Good point. Walton's a friend of ours who has a fondness for trees. We'll just say that.
He likes them a lot.
So this is Draken. he's a magical creature that wants to have the crown for himself, and he thinks like if the humans were to get it, they would wipe out all the magical creatures. So he's on a mission to find the crown, and he's gathering everybody else that believes the same thing as him.
Very cool. So you don't really have any true villains in this, huh? That's just different motivations for doing the right thing.
So this one is Kiyoshi. She grew up poor, right? And she thinks that Zion is from the elite class, and if he gets it, that the elite, they're just gonna keep the power for themselves. They're just gonna get wealthier and make the poor people get poorer. So she wants to get the crown herself and spread the wealth for everybody.
So she's the Hunger Games character.
Yeah, she can do that. And this guy is Burak. He is one of the oldest characters. He has within him the spirit of greed and generosity, but I would say he focuses more on greed, and he's trying to earn the crown, because with the crown he could get everything he wants, and he definitely thinks the magical creatures should be annihilated and the humans should rule the whole land.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little villainous.
He reminds me of Makarov from Fairy Tale.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing a trend here. You've mentioned a lot of dichotomies, and some of the imagery even has like the yin and yang to it. So
yeah,
is that a focus of the big story?
Yep. So every character has in them like good and evil, and they have to pretty much kind of find a balance, or they could just go towards one side or the other. But being at a balance would be like where you're at your most powerful.
So I take it a lot of these characters have people that are backing them up that are actually maybe pushing a little bit more to one direction than the other.
Yep. So like him, like he has a lot of soldiers because he's the general. So he has a lot of soldiers that just wants to go to war with the magical creatures. Like they pretty much convince him that we should just build armies because he can control metal. So they could possibly create an army of things to go wipe out the magical creatures.
Very, very cool. All right, so we kind of covered heroes and villains in one fell swoop. What I'm going to do is we're going to play the trailer, and then we're going to get that goofy question for you. So I was going to bring this down and bring it back up and get the sound. And here we go.
Oh, I think you might have to refresh the page because that's the wrong one. Yeah. All right, that's the right one.
Oui, Haïti, bien jeudi.
Sorry, Soul Lion caught me with that make it louder. A little too late.
That's what
there's no voice anyways.
I just had my mouse button on that you know, just about to message you about it. But yes, first.
Well, see here on my other screen, I have this little piece of paper that just covers that spot where the volume is. So that's what had happened. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. The writer says someone is definitely doing a drug deal in the background. I don't think that's the case.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, Pale Rider. Alrighty, so before we get to the wild card question, do you have anything else you'd like to tell the good people about Aslan?
Well, if you scroll down a little bit, right? So right here, like this one, the Buy Boozy a Cold one. Even if you don't like the comic book, you can always get me one of those because I need it.
Nice.
There you go. Absolutely. Got Dr. Hino 419. Thank you very much, my friend. Says, hope you guys are having a good day. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day too. We got Sir John in the house. What's up? Says, did you say Aslan? No, Aslan.
Yeah. Well, Aslan is Turkish for lion. So, and I'm seeing a lion motif. So that's a very cool, clever etymological reference.
Well, I think what Sir John is actually probably getting confused about is Walton's book, Assland. That's a completely different book.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that one. You're probably right.
That's his autobiography and how he became a stripper for a short time to get money to buy more seeds, to plant trees, to have sex with trees.
Yes, start with the animal section and
Wash your hands, wash your ass, and water the trees.
Prodigy, hail my man. Says, dude seems thirsty. Have a cold one on me.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a thirsty dude.
Cool, guys. NyRiam, are you ready for the wild card question?
of course. So since you mentioned that the inspiration, for the comic came from various anime, here's your question. So if you were to fight One Punch Man, which hero would you want to collect your corpse?
My corpse. Let me see. Goku.
Okay.
I don't think if Goku comes, I feel like Goku would get mad that I just got killed, and he would kill him for me.
Do you think he would kill him seriously?
Well, Goku would probably want to see if he's stronger than him, so he would fight him and probably end up getting killed.
Of course, Pale Rider sweeps in with my penis.
I knew it, but I'm telling you, Pale Rider was waiting just for this all time.
He was waiting for Katie to say my hero.
Academia.
People love jingles, Soul Ion. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Everybody check out Aslan, The Awakening today. The link is in the description below. If any wrenches out there would like to throw it in the chat, I would appreciate that. Johnny Cage says Goku can't do shit.
Oh.
He's Johnny Cage has strong opinions.
So is he saying Goku can't beat One Punch Man?
I can.
I think that's what he's implying. Yes.
I agree.
I mean, do you guys watch Dragon Ball Z? Like, do you guys see what the dude is doing? Like, he's destroying planets with like one finger. One Punch Man is like human level, like. But
right.
Well, no matter what One Punch Man or Goku can do, both of them pale in comparison to Rey Skywalker, apparently. So
he's Louise.
You're Mary Sue, and you can beat everything. Although,
that was unfair.
With the video games, the Saitama there, the One Punch Man, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He is the time limit in the rounds for the One Punch Man fighting game. You basically play these other characters that are fighting, and you see this like off camera where One Punch Man is running to the event, and when he gets to the event ends because he just one punches whoever's still standing.
Excellent. I got someone who can beat him.
Ooh.
Right here.
No.
Oh no!
There he is.
I'm a human-level god. 6 plane crashes later, and I'm unfortunately still here. Did anyone take out Kathleen yet?
No, I'm pretty sure it's been longer than 48 hours too.
Well, Harrison, I'm working on that. I've got a project all loaded up, ready to go. I think we're going to be able to take care of her real soon.
Shit's gonna fall down. Just be careful about the dislikes, guys.
Yes. Johnny Cage reiterates Goku can't do shit.
Johnny Cage.
Oh boy, there's a lot of Goku hate in the chat.
Oh man.
Actually, who did want me to say? Like, who else can beat One Punch Man besides Goku?
Hey, listen, your pick is your pick, man. There's no shame in it.
Totally.
You know what? I'm gonna just be unfair. I'm gonna just be unfair, and I'm gonna say Son Wukong.
And the question wasn't like who would beat him. The question, who would like you to collect your corpse? That's a different question.
I mean, Goku's died so many times anyways. He's come back. He'd probably just take one of those little Ginsu beans or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're good to go. Round 2.
And man, just so you know, this is a format of a show. Like there were people who got like terrible questions.
Well, the last guy, his question was pretty hard too, because I was thinking like, damn, what would I say on this show if they asked me that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, everyone check out Aslan the Awakening. We're going to let you go because we want to talk to Chris Fisk a little bit about what he's got going on.
Yep.
And thank you very much for coming, sir.
Question.
All right, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, sir. Anytime.
Take care.
Good luck on your project.
Thank you.
So, Chris.
Oh.
Oh.
Is this an intervention?
It is. It's an intervention, yes.
It's about Pale Rider asking you questions about your penis.
I hope you've iced up before these questions because they're going in deep.
Oh,
But before I ask you an actual question, do elves have penises?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Do elves have what? What
Well,
are you doing?
you can
You
see
doing
a
more
lot
over
of
there than I thought?
No. Scroll down. Just scroll down on the campaign. There is this huge tree where babies are born.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yes,
Correct.
they're pulling a Walton. They hump the trees, and then
That's not sap coming out of that tree.
Can we be
my
sure
God.
about that? Do we
I've
have
never-
confirmation?
Oh my god.
It's like, take it, you.
Well, I
Coach.
mean, Chris is the creator, so I guess yes, we have confirmation.
is my microphone okay now? Because I think somebody had mentioned I was like kind of low.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
You just
Alright,
destroyed the
so-
whole idea of trees for me.
Chris Fisk and his sexy half-naked elves. Johnny Cage says, I've seen enough hentai to confirm that elves indeed have penis. So, Katie, you going to keep us all in suspense or what?
About what? Okay, fine. Okay, I told you to shut me out. So, Chris, are you ready?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, blow up.
Oh. Holy crap.
nice. That's
Damn.
beautiful.
Wow, you captured it perfectly.
Hell yeah.
It was
That
kind
great.
of okay.
Wow.
My bun isn't helping it, so.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
That's really amazing. Do you use Copics on that as well?
I have they're not kind of sort of, yeah, they're like markers, but I have only the grayscale edition.
Wow.
That looks great.
That looks amazing.
Beautiful piece.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sending this to you because,
Oh.
So, yeah. If you remember,
Because you're a hell of a guy, Chris.
Yes.
Wow.
There was a
hold on,
poll. If you remember, there was a poll. Remember the poll?
Yep.
So you were part of the poll. So since you were about to, close the campaign as well, we just didn't. We just didn't want to miss the part where you go in the med and we're like, oh, we missed it.
Man, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how long you intended to stay in demand. Do you know, Chris, how long you're going to stay in demand?
Well, I put up a finite number of quantities for the books that I have available, and
okay.
yeah, I mean that might be kind of the limiter. And I'm definitely going to take this out of in demand when Book 2's campaign begins. So I'm not entirely sure when that will be. I'm probably going to recoup some of my finances this month and most of next month, and then I'll start a mailer or some type of mailing group or something, and then probably in January we'll kick off the next campaign. So, but good news is I've got these. So they're all here.
Oh
Those
yeah,
look awesome.
And so these two versions are sold out. I had a finite number of these, and I was amazed they actually managed to all of them have been claimed. And one of the cool features, well, maybe not so cool, but on the back, written in blood, is in the old Slihrith language, is a little phrase, and it differs depending on the cover you get. So
that's awesome.
You get different ways of saying "be sure to drink your Ovaltine." But yeah,
that's very cool, man.
I was happy that they actually came out they came out better than I thought. Well, I mean, I was honestly when you see it on the screen versus when you see it in your hand, this is, for me, I'm a noob at this, so this was all holy crap!
Well, Chris, since you mentioned the Ovaltine thing, are we going to get a decoder ring too?
Yeah, the trading cards come with a special 9th card that has the entire I don't want to say decipher or coder ring on it, but it gives you all of the what each of these letters on the back of the card or on the back of the thing says, because throughout the book there's actually sections in it where readers can find things or creatures speaking it or whatever. They're like, hey, I don't know what the hell that is, and when you have that 9th card, you can actually decipher what they're saying. So
nice.
That's killer.
Oh yeah, so he does have his own version of decoder ring. It's pretty sweet. What's up, Phil? How you doing, man?
Hi, Phil.
Good to see you, brother. So yeah, get on Infinite Tales because you only got 99 left, and you don't want to miss out on this.
Totally.
Hell yeah. And they're all here. The only reason why I haven't shipped these out just yet is I kind of stole an idea from Red and NyRiam when I got the Sunsworn book. It came in an awesome branded box, and I went, I got to step up my game. So I ordered a custom box for the Infinite Tale stuff to come in. It'll resemble the Book of Dragons, which is an ancient tome that gets referenced in the stories. So you'll have a nice little collector box with your stuff in it.
That's really cool, man. Again, going above and beyond. That's what we do around here.
Yep.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh, thanks.
Also, don't forget, Shadow of the Kraken is still in demand.
That's right. It most certainly is. And
he's working his balls off on this as we speak.
Oh, yeah. As we speak, that's right. I'm on the last couple of pages. I'm doing the pencils and the inks, and going back and finishing up the colors and the lettering. So yeah, we're looking towards the first quarter of the new year on this. So yeah, grab them while you can if you love pirates. Action
doesn't.
Action, adventure, treasure, hot women, beautiful locations. It's got it all.
Sorry, Vinny, I'm gonna interrupt you for just a second for the perfect pitch.
Pirating is back, my friends. Swashbuckling adventure on the high seas. The stuff we've all dreamed about. Just picture it, guys. Clear blue water with Skull Islands. Waterfalls and jeweled treasure underneath. Whoa.
Yeah, that's going to be all of you when you get this in your hands. Whoa.
Whoa. Dude, right there. Right there. You heard Cartman. It's got it all.
It'll make you go Keanu.
Yeah, I didn't have to pitch at all. I just play that every time.
That's what we're all about, Johnny Cage, making people self-conscious.
Boxes.
So did just like you did with Through the Woods? Did you get Steven a special boat planked cover edition?
There's just 2 covers. He's gonna have to cough up extra if he wants a special wood edition. He wants
go.
He wants waterlogged, rotten fucking wood version, right? So it's soft enough.
Oh, soft enough to penetrate.
Oh my!
Wants to scrub that poop deck.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
So jump on Shadow of the Kraken.
Yes, do it.
Don't be like Stephen Walton. Don't put it in your pants. Just read it and enjoy it the way normal people do.
Well, I'm gonna have a nice laminated kind of cover on it, like my other book. So easy cleaning.
Wow.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
But just in case, you're gonna want to get the feature tier that has both covers. So dirty one and whatever.
Yeah, you got your reader copy and your spanker copy.
There you go. This is going to be 52 pages. It might actually be a little bit more than that. I got to a part where I'm like, I might be adding extra to this end sequence just because you guys are worth it, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So, but yeah, I wish I could say more about it because I am in major spoiler territory right now. I'm trying to figure out what other time lapses I could show you guys that doesn't ruin anything. So I'll be posting up something soon.
Very cool. Yeah, jump on it. The link for all of these is in the description below.
Yes.
Real quick, Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance is fulfilling right now. Yeah, I got laid up for a couple days, had some ankle problems, but I'm back on it. I'm going to be back in that basement when the stream's done, packing boxes and getting them out. So yeah, if you haven't checked this out yet, please do so. But the reason for the season this Saturday is Bonds the Drive is going to be closing out for good. Katie, spotlight's on you.
Yeah, well, okay. Like I said, I'm already motivated to start, the second book. It's just like, wow. I'm really excited, guys. When it comes to the drive, I don't know if maybe you remember. Oh, can you see it? It's there. Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay. The point is, like, I got this feedback from my mom, like 2 weeks ago, and she was like, yeah, the art is really good, but the story is like, nah, you just didn't, you didn't close the story. And I was like, what the hell, Mom? You don't understand comics. It wasn't supposed to be closed story. And that's the thing, guys. This is just the beginning, right? This is just you saying hi to the surroundings, to the characters, and we're still not done yet. Like, I'm planning to introduce a few more characters till the plot actually just starts rolling, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's about, everybody already knows that, right? It's about the young girl who wants to become the alpha so she can be, the sweet protector of her own pack. She wants to be strongest, not because she wants to be strong, but because, she doesn't want to lose anybody again. And yeah, there are going to be random people crossing her path in a good way, in bad way. So we'll see how she handles the situation. And till we move on, I was just, playing a little bit during the stream, just training my head for the wolves. So that was just like a quickie done in 15 minutes.
Getting back in wolf mode.
Yep, getting back in wolf mode. And also, I already started preparing some goodies for the second campaign. So you can maybe see this in some kind of form sooner or later.
Oh, well, So Lion's asking how much more Mudman will there be?
Well, of course there's going to be Mudman, but you're the author. So. And everybody is very curious, what happened to Gretchen. So yeah, there's gonna be probably another short story involving Mudman, and Indigenous Jones and Gretchen. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, we're having a closeout stream this Saturday at 4:30, right here on this channel, so don't miss that. But yeah, we got to go because Tommy and Vinny got their show coming up in like 9 minutes. So
just
head on it.
Just quickie. At Rogue Entertainment, Saturday, Walton and Culture are going to be opening their Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance. Be there. You need to see that.
It's
Yeah.
about time.
So show.
Ass bastards. You know,
Hell yeah,
if
man.
Walton didn't spend so much time out in the forest, he could have opened that sooner.
No, I specifically forbid them to open it unless they are all together in one stream, you know, opening it up and actually flipping through the book. Tommy, did you already flip through the book?
Oh, yeah.
You probably know what I'm talking about.
Power Rider's asking some pervy questions about Lena.
Oh, no.
To get bread, yes, of course she will go to the grocery store quite.
I'm kind of curious. I wonder if there's going to be anything left of Walton's box for Sunsworn. You think he's been like licking it this whole time, waiting to get at the pages?
I bet.
It's very possible. But yeah, with that, we're going to say goodbye. Please head on over to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective for a collectible pass with these two awesome guys on the bottom. Yeah, that's at 7:30, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. So yeah, it's just in a couple minutes. Be sure to subscribe and like while you're there. And yeah, we'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you all very much for coming out. We appreciate you guys. See you later. Peace.
Later.